The 2026 Tamil Nadu election has just rewritten political history. A party that didn't even exist 2 years ago has shaken a system that stood strong for over 5 decades. The rise of Vijay's Tamilaga Vetrikalagam is not just a victory, it is a disruption because this wasn't supposed to happen. Tamil Nadu politics has long been dominated by two giants, the DMK and ADMK. For decades, power shifted only between them. New parties entered, but none truly broke through. Yet, in 2026, a political newcomer not only entered the battlefield but surged ahead. Early trends show TVK leading in over 100 seats, overtaking both DMK and ADMK, fundamentally altering the state's political structure. So the real question is, how did this happen? To understand this, you must look beyond the surface because this was never a sudden victory. It was engineered. First, the myth needs to be broken. This was not just a celebrity wave. Yes, Vijay is one of the Tamil cinema's biggest stars, but Tamil Nadu has seen actors enter politics before. Some succeeded, many failed. Stardom alone cannot convert into votes. What Vijay did differently was transformation. For years, his fan clubs existed across Tamil Nadu, but instead of keeping them as informal fan bases, they were slowly reorganized into structured political units. Reports indicate that this groundwork began as early as 2021, functioning like a beta test before formal political entry. By 2025, the party had plans to deploy over 70,000 booth-level agents. This is not fan enthusiasm, this is electoral machinery. This is the first key insight. TVK didn't build support during elections, it built an organization before elections. Second, Vijay positioned himself as an outsider to fatigued system. Tamil Nadu voters have seen decades of Dravidian politics. Over time, anti-incumbency naturally builds, but anti-incumbency alone does not create victory. It needs a vehicle. TVK became that vehicle. Campaign messaging consistently attacked corruption, dynastic politics, and governance inefficiencies. At the same time, Vijay avoided alliances with major parties like DMK, BJP, ADMK, presenting himself as independent and uncompromised. This created a physiological shift among voters. Instead of choosing between two familiar options, voters were suddenly offered a third, one that felt new, clean, and untested. Naturally, in politics, untested can sometimes mean hope. Third point, the manifesto strategy was far more calculated than it appeared. TVK's 40-point manifesto was not random populism. It targeted multiple voter segments simultaneously. Women were addressed through safety and welfare programs. Youth were targeted with jobs, skill development, governance participation. Farmers were promised income security and risk mitigation. Government employees and police were offered structural reforms. MSMEs were given revival strategies. This wide spectrum targeting ensured that no major voting bloc felt ignored. In electoral mathematics, this is critical because winning elections is not about majority support. It is all about coalition building across groups. TVK built that coalition. Fourth point, the campaign tapped into emotion, identity, and symbolism. The slogan "Whistle Podu" became more than a campaign line. It became a participatory movement. It gave voters a sense that they were not just voting, but contributing to a shift. Large rallies, including one with reportedly over 8 lakh attendees, reinforced the perception of momentum. And perception matters because in elections, once voters believe a wave exists, they often become part of it. Fifth point, TVK leveraged a silent strategy that most missed. The party skipped the 2024 Lok Sabha elections entirely. At that time, it looked like inactivity, but in reality, it was preparation. Instead of rushing into national politics, TVK focused entirely on building grassroots strength for the state election. This allowed them to enter 2026 fully organized, while competitors underestimated them. Sixth point, timing played a crucial role. Exit polls initially predicted a DMK advantage, but even those polls hinted at a possible Vijay effect wave. estimating around 100 seats for TVK. What followed exceeded expectations. This suggests that a late swing, often driven by undecided voters, may have titled heavy towards TVK in the final phase. So when you combine all these factors, the picture becomes clear. This was not just random victory. This was result of a pre-built grassroots network, a strong outsider narrative, a multi-layered manifesto strategy, emotional mass mobilization, strategic patience, and perfect timing. In the end, Vijay did not win despite lacking political experience. He won because he replaced traditional political experience with a new model. A model that blends cinema scale influence with corporate style organization and startup like disruption. And that is why this election is not just about Tamil Nadu. It is a signal that in the modern politics, structure can replace legacy and perception can reshape reality. If this model sustains, it may redefine how a new political movement rise, not just in India but globally. And that is the real story behind the unseen wave.